I'm Caitlin Matson-Levy. This is the Classical Cafe, and it's the Green Room with Richard Koshgarian, who leads the Hutchinson Symphony Orchestra. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Caitlin. Hi. Thanks for having me.
You have a concert coming up in just a couple of days, this Friday evening at 7:30 in Hutchinson at Stringer Fine Arts Center. Tell us all about it.
Well, yes, it's an exciting program, one that I've been looking forward to since we programmed it a year ago. I think it's an incredibly dynamic program. We've opening with the Verdi's overture to La Forza del Destino, which, of course, is a story about unrequited love and heartbreak. And then we're following that with another heartbreak story, Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet, setting, of course, of Shakespeare's marvelous play.
Hmm.
And then in the second half, we're doing a marvelous work by a Canadian composer, Alan Gilliland, who has written a series of concerti for various instruments, jazz concerti for solo instruments and orchestra. This is his Dreaming of the Masters 3 for solo trumpet and orchestra, featuring Dr. Nick Schroeder, who is an exceptional trumpet player, but a remarkable jazz player as well, and incredibly exciting and fun work. We're having a ball with that. And then we're going to close with another version of the Romeo and Juliet story, Leonard Bernstein's Symphonic Dances to West Side Story.
Great program, fun program. I love that Dreaming of the Masters. I have to say, I am unfamiliar with it until maybe an hour ago when I Googled it to get ready for this interview and I listened to Dreaming of the Masters. Oh, I think one and two. I mean, he wrote several different versions for different solo jazz instruments. It is fun and beautiful.
Great tunes, paying homage to various jazz styles without being trite. He's got, obviously, when you listen to the work, a strong feel for jazz genres, and just makes the most of it. It's the second movement is that delightful. It's entitled Prayer, and he moves the soloist from the trumpet to the flugelhorn, which has a much mellower sound. And that second movement is it just melts. It's an unbelievable. Nick, we went through it last night at rehearsal, and Nick is just, oh my gosh, it is just so, it sends the tingles up your spine. It really does.
Yeah, and excellent music, especially to be programmed around Valentine's Day, even though a lot of it is kind of unrequited and heartbreaking, but that's okay. We'll allow it. I mean, that's kind of 80% of all music anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Stories of heartbreak.
Right. If it was always about everybody's happy forever after, you'd have a lot of pieces of music that never would have gotten written.
I know you're kind of hard pressed to program an entire concert based around only happy endings. Gorgeous music. And the Hutch Symphony Orchestra is comprised of, we've talked about it before, professionals as well as teachers, some amateurs, who just maybe they played an instrument all throughout high school and in college, and they gig when they can, and even some high school students, right?
True. Yes, we have a wide variety. We have our principal percussionist, still and timpanist, is Robert Lee, who is a Hutchinson native. Bob has been playing with the symphony for
Yes.
much longer than I've been with them,
He's
which
an
is,
icon. Who
yeah,
doesn't know Bob Lee?
right, sure. And Bob was an icon as a band director, and also a percussionist with the Wichita Symphony for many years,
Yes.
and is still playing with us, and is doing an incredible job. He's a remarkable human being and a remarkable musician. So I would say, on that level, you have people like Bob, and then we have some high school students who are very talented and play incredibly well. But so it's a wonderful gamut of people from all walks of life and various stages of their musical growth.
We'll go through the details about where you can get tickets and where the concert is. For tickets, you can go to hutchsymphony.org, their website, or you will be redirected there if you visit their Facebook page or any of their social media pages. The concert is this Friday evening at 7:30 at the Stringer Fine Arts Center, which is on Hutch Community College campus.
True.
Did I get all that
All.
correct?
That was perfect.
All right. So we're going to listen to a little bit of West Side Story symphonic dances. I would like to say that just last night I introduced West Side Story for the first time to my children, and we watched the movie, not the
Okay,
new movie,
fun.
no, the
Yeah.
Natalie Wood.
And that,
And
right.
and they were, one of my daughters was especially just glued the entire time. And I hadn't seen it. I hadn't sat down and actually watched it in so long, but I was a mess. I was just
Yeah.
weeping
Uh-huh.
into the night. So this is just a few minutes of West Side Story Symphonic Dances performance conducted by Leonard Bernstein and the L.A. Philharmonic. We'll be back talking with the Hutch Symphony Orchestra and Richard Koshgarian. Just a few minutes of West Side Story Symphonic Dances. Ah, gorgeous music. I'm Caitlin Matson-Levy, and this is the Green Room on the Classical Cafe. The symphonic dances will be heard Friday night in Stringer Fine Arts Center, performed by the Hutch Symphony Orchestra. Richard Koshgarian, the conductor of the Hutch Symphony Orchestra, is with me right now to talk about the upcoming concert, which features much more than just songs of Romeo and Juliet. Tell us a little bit more about Dreams of the Masters and the relationship between Nick Schroeder and the Hutch Symphony Orchestra. It's a strong relationship. He's somebody that we're very proud to claim here in Central Kansas.
Yes, yeah, Nick is a delight and such a talent. And when he came, it was wonderful, and it's it's fantastic to have him part of the orchestra. He's been our principal trumpet player since he moved here. I think it's probably been in the realm of 5 years. I'm not always the best at keeping track of everybody's, when they moved in and when they started playing with us. But Nick is just so incredibly talented. His doctorate is from the University of North Texas, which is, of course, one of the renowned music schools in the country, and
Jazz, especially.
jazz, especially. Yeah, well, and everything now. I think that that is still part of what they do, but I think they're known for it all now. They have the full thing going. They're full, and they'll compete with anybody on any level in terms of the quality of the students who are graduated and what they are doing with their careers. So,
So,
uh,
if somebody is interested in the Hutch Symphony Orchestra, maybe they've never attended, um, tell us a little bit about the general vibe at a concert.
sure. Yeah, there's been a bad rap, I think, against orchestras and the way the perception, I think, by many people that this is a stuffy atmosphere. It certainly is not a stuffy atmosphere, and it is not stuffy music. This is vital music being made that connects to anybody who is willing to listen and know that you're hearing a piece about an opera story where two lovers are not allowed to be together because her father objects, and the trials that they go through. In the Tchaikovsky Romeo and Juliet setting, it is such an incredibly literary study of that in music. The more I go through that score and work with the orchestra on it, I mean, Tchaikovsky was obviously intimately familiar with all aspects of that play. And as you go through the music, it's like he's bringing this play to life in sound with instruments, and you can hear the whole story being told as Tchaikovsky pours this music out. It's just an amazing feat. And in this day and age, we spend so much time, I think, as a society talking about how can we get along better? How can we learn to love each other in spite of our differences? And you have this unbelievably tragic tale. I mean, I know it's been around a long time. When you think of it, a 15-year-old, 13-year-old kids who did nothing more than fell in love with each other and had to die for it. My God, what could be more tragic? I mean, this is just a story that if it doesn't move you,
You're dead.
yeah, I guess. I
Check
guess.
your pulse.
I stopped myself short of saying that. But, I mean, it's like,
No,
this is life. This is
yeah.
who we
And
are. And
the whole
Tchaikovsky has summarized it.
the whole program's like that. I think that as a musician, looking at what you have on the program, I think I'd be excited to play every single thing. What a great concert for your musicians
The
too.
musicians are excited about it. I mean, I reach out to musicians when we have people who can't play for us for various reasons. I mean, life comes up, and everybody that I have been in touch with throughout the whole course of putting the orchestra together, all the players we need, everyone has said, "Oh my gosh, what a great program! Oh my gosh, what a great!" And it is. It's just all the way through. It's phenomenal music that is just, again, vital, pertinent to us today, to our society.
Yes, take a break from life and go to the
Yeah,
symphony. You will never regret it.
no.
You can't regret it. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Richard. I'm just really quickly going to go through how everybody can get tickets and where the concert is at. Go to hutchsymphony.org, or you can find details on the Hutch Symphony social media sites, Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
The concert is this Friday night at 7:30 at the Stringer Fine Arts Center. It is titled Dreaming of the Masters, and just the perfect way to kind of usher in Valentine's Day. Get an early start. Take your love out to the symphony.
Yes, please come enjoy.
All right. Well, have a wonderful concert Friday night, and it's been a joy talking to you, and so good to see you again.
Thank you, Caitlin.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.